Fit like a bee, Danny boy here, and welcome back to another Transport Fever at the races. Now, normally we'd be sitting at the start line with the trains ready to go, but this time, no, because we had a controversial result in which the A4 may have finished third, but it got stuck. It had to actually stop because the Norfolk and Western J3 was actually swapping tracks. So what I've done is I've made these these swap over sections longer, so they now have more time to sort of change round over here. I've played it in 3 times speed up to the point where they're at that same point where the incident happened. So we'll push play. There is the A4 there swapping over. It's much and such ran exactly as did before. The Class 7 is in front. The 003 was in second, so nothing has changed, just this sort of run-up section here. Just for curiosity as well, I also ran the race again with the 3 trains, the 6 trains all swapping sides, but I got the same result, which was kind of weird. I thought it might have been more harder for the trains heading up here on the left side because it's uphill and it's slower, but it didn't make much of a difference. So here's our A4. Our Norfolk and Western is there. Now at this point in the last race, this train was also in front of the Super Hudson, so that was not an issue. Now he's swapped over. This train has not stopped, so it's got a free run. Our 18203 has gone missing. Weirdly. Where is the... Let's bring it up. Hello? No, you are there. Somewhere. Oh no, it was through this tunnel. Okay, so it's going well as well. So now that they've passed that with no issue, I will jump on board with the A4. As you can see, it's in front here. It is in 3rd position, where before it lost out in a place because it had to stop. So we'll run him at full speed. There's the 05003. Now these two are on the slow section, and we'll actually see what happens because it might actually finish second. It could be a Class 7 and A4 first and second, although it is sort of tearing away down there. This train will have to stop at this station where these two just go straight through it as they... Yep, so you stop, Super Hudson stops, 05003 comes in. Now the A4 does have a slightly higher top speed, in fact a quite substantially higher top speed. It's actually quite interesting, it's quite funny watching it at 3 times speed. Now they will be approaching this slow section. The Class 7 and 05003 will have to contend with the slow section. The A4 will be able to go considerably faster over the top here. So away it goes. Now there you see it's actually in second now. And the Super Hudson has caught up as well. So the new changes may or may not be, they all have to stop here. This is where I think the acceleration, now that said waiting for a free path, which was strange. It should not have said that, but it didn't affect it. I've noticed they all say that as they stop in the station. So it does look like the results are certainly different. Unless this, the German can catch up. The A4, the Super Hudson stays in 4th, but no, the A4 finished second. And pause. Okay, so there you have it. If the A4 did not have that issue in the previous race, it would have finished second. Interesting. Oh well. So because it was slowed down, because another train was in its way, hopefully that'll be it sorted for all the races now. It's weird because I tested this I tested the crossover point, and when I tested it the first time, this train did not get held up. It was not held up by the Norfolk and Western. But when I actually went to record the race, we all seen it as the box was open that it stopped waiting for a free path as the Norfolk and Western changed across over to its alternate track. And if it did not have that issue, it would have finished second. So we will amend the results, and we'll see the results at the end here after we do the haulage race, which will be coming right up next. So if you I'll get that set up, and then we will resume with race 2. Okay, so we are back, ready to start the haulage race. I did actually swap the 3 trains from this side over to this side, vice versa, just to see how they go on. Give each train a chance on each side, because normally we'd be doing it on reverse, so they would be swapped over. It was actually a real pain in the ass to get them swapped over, but eventually it got there in the end. Now they are all stopped. Let's set them to go and make sure they're going to this double question mark south. Now I haven't actually tested this out, so I don't know if it's gonna work. I have made one of the run-ups longer, or one of the changeovers longer, up at the horseshoe to give them more space to swap over. So if we head up there now, right, there is, here we go, we'll go up here, there we go. Right, now originally it swapped over just before this corner and round about here. I then changed it to swap out just before this bridge and down here. I've now extended these so that they swap out down there. That should give every train a chance to get over to their lines before their counterpart sort of runs head on into them, which because there's no disasters or crashes in this game, never actually happens. So, but they are ready to rock and roll, so without further ado, on 3, 2, 1 and go. It's so slow after watching them rolling around at 3 times speed, but they are on the move once again. Quite a straight bit, or quite a fast section, up until they reach their first checkpoint. Let's jump on board with Norfolk and Western, who's actually doing surprisingly well. Oh, spoke too soon. But that's probably one of the best starts I've ever seen it get. As per usual, our clippage. Our New York City Super Hudson is away. It's a powerhouse, a total beast when it comes to the haulage. There it goes, taking off already. Now this is my biggest danger, is this train right here. That it's so overpowered and it's so fast compared to the others in the haulage race that it does pick up a fair bit of lead. So my only problem is that it clashes with its counterpart, which could potentially be all 3 trains on this side. It might actually be, or it might just be our 05003 there. That's potential 2 we have to look out for. If we go actually back to the pack, our 18201 is falling behind. Our Norfolk and Western is in front of our A4, and our Class 7 is doing rather well yet again. Huh, that's good. Well done, the Class 7. Who is third? Oh, our 005. Our 05003 is in third. Let's move these boxes to there. Let's bring up our A4 and our 18201. Pop that in there. Last, but it may not finish last, is on a predominantly fast side of the track, starting with yes, and then it goes on to the slow side on the return journey, the return leg. So our Super Hudson isn't that far in front. The rest will begin to catch it. Looks like they didn't get up to top speed. If they did, this 05003 would have passed the Class 7. Now they are slowing down. It seems like the 05003 has got slightly better stopping power. Our Class 7 has the better acceleration. The other two, the A4, the Norfolk and Western, are now continuing on. Now another problem could be that our 18201 does start to fall behind by a fair bit and doesn't move over to his track before his counterpart, which is the Norfolk and Western, gets to it. In fact, it's not just the Norfolk and Western. It'll be two tracks it has to cross. One. Yes, so that will actually be blocking two trains if it doesn't get a move on. Class 7 looking okay, although our 05, 003 and 7 are on the slow section to start with. Again, that gives the Super Hudson a chance to get an even bigger lead, but we'll have to wait and see once we get to the horseshoe how the changeovers actually work. Here are New York City, New York Central. Super Hudson has a sort of clearer run up through this section than these guys who have to slow down. And now they're out of sight, that's bad. There's our Class 7 sneaking through there. Jump back on board with our Norfolk and Western, who would normally be way behind by now, but he is actually staying with the sort of second and third place. He's on the slow section as well though, so I would expect the A4 to pass maybe all three of these trains. We'll have to wait and see. There's our Super Hudson up ahead. Our 18201 will get a decent run along here as well, allowing it to catch up to the others, hopefully. Here he is in the top right, entering the section. There's our A4, who is currently going at 56. Oh yes, definitely faster than these guys, although not able to catch them because he had to slow down for that section. That's okay. He's moved up a place though, so let's swap him out with the Norfolk and Western J class. Pop you up there. Our 18201 is heading down slowly. Now if this track was sharing a track with the Super Hudson, you would they would absolutely collide at some point. I think when it comes to the diesels, we should be relatively okay. The only danger there will be the British train, because it only has a top speed of 95. The rest can go at 100 plus. The electrics, we should be good, because they're all relatively evenly matched, especially in the single unit race. They don't tend to split up much. But you're stopping here. You're then going to stop again at this station, which will allow these guys to catch up. There they are, snaking through. It is actually quite slow at normal speed. This is not a fast-paced track either. There only really is the fast section right at the start, and I suppose right at the end when it comes to the return journey. Now they've all stopped nicely and are starting off again. There's our 18201 coming in, so it's not that far behind. Now New York City train, you stop here. Yes you do. Who else stops here? The 18201 stops here, which is bad. That means even more distance will be put in front of it, because everyone else will have stopped here and have left. Its counterparts on the other three tracks at the other side just go through here. They don't stop, they stop on the way back. Right, these two are just coming straight through. Our A4 should stop. Yes, he's the third one to stop, which allows our Norfolk and Western to breeze past. There he goes. So you're back up into fourth. Now the Norfolk and Western will have to stop in the return journey. So who knows what the hell is going to happen there. You're not even at the station yet. I get the feeling this train's going to cause a problem for somebody. Possibly the Class 7 and Norfolk and Western, as it crosses from this line over to the other two. It might be okay. We'll see how far the Super Hudson is. Now the Super Hudson is on the same side as the 18201, so it won't be affected by its slowness. Now, if the three trains on this side can clear their junctions before he gets round onto this side, then we should be good. Let's have a look at the rest though, see how far away they are. They can't... the Super Hudson's just there. Where's the... Norfolk and Western's not that far behind. It's going into the tunnel. Can you see anybody? There's the A4. Nice, so they're relatively close. Looks like our Class 7 is pulling away from our 05003. Right, where are you in relativeness to the summit? You're about halfway up. Going at 51 miles per hour. Can you see anybody behind you? Yes, Class 7 just appeared there. Which is good. That's a good sign. It means the Class 7 will be able to clear its junction before he gets round. Now, this is the danger. The 18201, if the time to use boost was a thing, it would be now. .56, come on, you can give me a 57. Come on. Come on, you are actually one of the more faster trains at the moment. Can't see anyone up the side. Right, the New York City Central train is crossing over. It's crossed over now. Right, so let's check the Class 7. The Norfolk and Western is just there. Right, you have to go through this tunnel and get onto your junction. Right, if these three clear, we're safe. First won't cause an issue. We then have to check the 18201 to see if he's not going to clear before these three in this side get over. But the Class 7 is clear. You're clear. Norfolk and Western should also be clear. Oh yes, he's made it. Super Hudson has not appeared from the other end of the tunnel yet. And we are good. All three in this side have cleared their junctions before the leader got there. Can you actually see the leader in this tunnel? There he is. Right, now you problem child, where art thou? Right, your junction isn't all up here. So let's see where the next train heading down is. There's the A4. The A4 is cleared. Class 7 is the next one. He's actually coming round. So you're at the top. Our BR 18201 is clearing his junction now. None of these have stopped. And we're clear. We're good to go. Now, if you were to clear up here, where the junction originally was, you would have been coming from the second track across. You're there. Oh, no, 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 no. Yes, this train would have passed here and stopped this train on this line, and probably also the Norfolk and Western on the other line. So moving this junction down here was actually a good idea. But our New York City train is heading down. Now he won't have to stop at the bottom. Or will he? Oh yes, he will have to stop at the bottom. Yes, that gives the other two a chance to sort of close in. Can't see them, actually I can. There's the Class 7. Under the tunnel. There's the 05003 in the Norfolk and Western. Okay. We'll check on the A4. It's just coming down the tunnel through here. Can you see any... you can actually see the Norfolk and Western, but you have to stop as well, buddy. Our 18201 is coming back onto the 3 tracks. And our New York City Super Hudson is still well in the lead. Or is he? Let's have a look in this tunnel. Stupid trees. Anything in the tunnel? Oh, I do apologise for that. Erraticness. Class 7 is looking good. Although the 05003 is right there. Even the Norfolk and Western is popping its head round at the back. Who's actually the fastest train at the moment? You, our leader. And then it's the A4. Are you in a fast section? No, but you are going downhill. And you are starting to catch up with that Norfolk and Western. But you'll have to stop and he won't. Where are you? You're almost finished. You're almost clear of the valley. Wee. Let's just sit here for the moment and wait for everybody to go past. So there's our Super Hudson. Our Class 7 is in a tunnel. They should be over here somewhere. But there it is. Into another tunnel. There's the 05003 in the background. Our New York City Super Hudson is about to stop. There is our Norfolk and Western. So he's gone round. Ooh, you don't stop. It's these 3 on this side. It's stop. You stopped on the way up. Here's our A4 coming round now. There's the Norfolk and Western going down there. Are you catching up with anybody? No, because everyone's sort of down here. That's okay. Right, so who stops here? You 2 have stopped. So our Super Hudson is away. Really. Norfolk and Western has stopped. He is about to start again. The A4 will be able to power on through. Although he does have this slight kink in the track, which is upsetting me greatly. Because he's going to have to slow... No, he keeps on going at speed. They all stop at this next station. Our Super Hudson is away. And we'll be on the slower section going past the factory. A4 is catching up. But I do believe when they come to stop, the Norfolk and Western's got the slightly... a bit more of an advantage when it comes to the acceleration, the pulling power. So he should make a clean break. This BR18201 does not stop on the way down, so it might gain a slight bit of ground. Where are you? Okay, you're heading round there now. Norfolk and Western stopped. A4 is stopped. Norfolk and Western goes back. I need to be careful that passengers don't start using this. It is in range of that house. It's okay, we're good. I don't think anyone's going to use this line. It'd be kind of stupid if they did. It'd be cool if I could sit like 10 passengers per line and have their sort of loading speeds. Although they've got the same carriage, so the carriage loading speed should be the same. You are coming round past the factory. Our 18201 is past that station. There's the rest of them there. Right, you're on the slow section, but you're almost finished the slow section. Yep, you're gone. You're in the clear. Should be. Yes, there's the tail end of his carriages just going around the corner there. Still in second. How's our A4 and Norfolk and Western getting on? You've stopped at the station back there and are now starting back up. Now our Norfolk and Western is on the quick side and our A4 is on the slow side, so the A4 could be a 5th position for the A4, even though it got 3rd, a redeemed 3rd. Or 2nd? Did it finish 2nd? I can't remember. I'll have to watch the video. I just did it like 5 minutes ago and now I've forgotten. Oh well. Our Super Hudson is away. I actually want to see what kind of top speed it reaches as it goes down this final straight. I do believe 100 miles per hour is the top speed of this train. There could be a chance for our 05003 to pass the Class 7 if it can gain some ground. Right, you're back on the move again. Excellent. There's 2nd place. And if you look behind, there is 3rd place and 4th place. Uh-huh. 18201 is on the slow section for the side. Oh well. Super Hudson is away. Right, it's currently doing 60 miles per hour, which is pretty slow, even by the standards of steam trains. It's picking up speed nicely, 70 miles per hour. These guys have just stopped at the station and are now pulling away. '81, '82, and I think it slows down for this corner here. 85, 86, 87. Yeah, and it slows down, so it looks like about just under 90 miles per hour is the top speed for our trains here, and that is quite a substantial straight. This could be as well, but the race ends when they hit this station. Give me you, actually. Where are you? You still negotiate with this station. Okay. Our A4 probably won't get the speed it requires to get past the Norfolk and Western. Neither will the 05003 if everyone's sort of topping out at like 90 miles per hour. Because the Class 7 has a top speed of 90 miles per hour. Out. Right. You are first. Well done. So first place for our Super Hudson. Nothing sort of relatively new on that front. It does dominate the haulage class races. A surprising 2nd place for our Class 7. So a 1st and a 2nd. That's pretty good. Racking up a few more points for the Great Britain team there. Even the A4 got a few points in the 2nd race. Here he comes, rolling into the finish line now. And the 05003 was a fair bit behind. So he did well. I think it was the acceleration that paid off for it. If it had a bit more grunt, it could maybe contend with our Super Hudson, but I mean, look at the size difference. The Class 7 really does look tiny compared to some of the American trains. A 4th place for our Norfolk and Western. That's pretty decent as well. Our A4 is just in the back there. And we'll stop you there. A4 rolling in. And boom, you're there. Now our 18201, we're actually going to hit the 3 times speed button for this because he's all his lonesome and he's a hell of a distance away from the finish line. It managed to sort of keep up with everyone in the single haulage race, but not so much on the single unit race. But this one, no. Way behind. Through the finish line though. Didn't hold up any trains. I am actually super duper glad that I changed that junction again to make it longer, or he would definitely have held up probably you Class 7 and you Norfolk and Western. So that would have been controversial. We would have had to rerun the race again. But there you have it, a win for our New York City Super Hudson. We'll get the table results. We'll look at the championship. We'll add up both races because there was a bit of controversy during the first race with our A4, and we reworked it so the A4 had no hindrance and actually did better on the rerun, so it will get its actual deserved points and not its unfortunate mishap points. So we'll go and look at the tables now. So these are the results for the revised race 1. In the very first, in the last race we did, the A4 got hung up, it got stopped, it actually did get stopped waiting for the Norfolk and Western J class to actually cross its junction. So I amended that problem and then ran the race again, as you saw right at the start of this video. And the A4 was not hindered. It actually managed to finish second in front of the New York City Super Hudson and the BR05003. So its points have been amended so that it gets that second place points, because it was the only train that got held up. So it seemed a bit unfair to sort of leave it in 4th when it really should have finished second. So those points have been amended. Still got a win for our Class 6. And obviously this got moved down to 3rd, and you were moved down. The Super Hudson was moved down to 4th. The 18201 and Norfolk and Western train both finished at the same as they did the first time around. So that being said, we'll go to the results of the second race. So the results after race 2 are as follows. The Super Hudson getting first again. The Class 7 doing well, it gets second place. Our 003 was in 3rd again. Our Norfolk and Western managed to get up there and get a few points, 3 points there for finishing 4th. Our A4 finished 5th, and our 18201 finished last. No glitches or anything in that one, everything went smoothly. Now that I've fixed the junction, all the races should be good to go after this. But that's the results for race 2. We'll go to the train championship now and have a look and see how the trains stand individually. So here are the train championship results. Our 003, our 05003 is still in first place with 97 points, 10 points ahead of our Super Hudson, who has 87. Our Class 7 and A4 are roughly about the same. They're sitting on 63 and 62, and our Norfolk and Western is quite a fair bit in front of our BR18201 in 5th place there. So that's the train championship. The 003 is still quite a distance in front, and we'll head to the overall championship, the country's championship, and see how they're faring at the end of round 9. So here is the country's championship. The USA are in front with 131 points, but they're only 3 points in front of the Germans, who are second with 128, and Great Britain are only 3 points behind them with 125. So really, any one of these countries could still win it in the last round 10. We'll just have to wait and see. But that's going to be it for the steam races of round 9. I hope you enjoyed the pit stops and split track mayhem that was happening. It should be all good for the next few races, so the electrics and diesels should have no trouble with being held up due to slower or trains that are too fast. But as always, that's been it for me. This has been Transport Fever at the races. As always, if you did watch this and you'd like to leave a like, comment or dislike, please feel free to do so. And if there is more you would like to see in the future, then hit a subscribe button. But that's been it for me here in China for round 9, and I will catch you later.